Nonza was dating a narcissist thing who was bullying her, who was blaming stuff on her, and then so he would rather go chill with the boys than go pick up his child at school. No? And they've been together for 6 years. Imagine. Yeah. So that's what happened. That's what I tried to pick up here and there. But anyway. Anyway, Sabzalo.
I'm my co-host today. What am I? I've still rain study.
Come on. You didn't
Ntwana.
for what, Lasats?
Rain ya gago ya teka ne.
You see? You see why is guys. Like I'm just
Sure, man.
today.
No, but you know what, buddy? Actually, I have a lot of people complaining about it. It's not just you. It's not just you. Lina, I got it. And good morning, everybody. This is Sabs. I don't know. Maybe Sis Noms can give us a recap because Lina, I joined I looked at the time and I'm like, yo, okay, just let me turn on my radio. But I only got the last bit of it. I didn't get the whole full story. Okay, they dated for 6 years and this guy rang, he's an narcissist and all of that. And now he's crying, saying that what he's gonna do when Anonza leaves him and all of that. So, but I didn't get the full on story. Sis Noms, good morning, Auntie Beam.
No, wait.
Good morning.
Okay. Hi, good morning, everybody. Mrs. Noms is late, Lena. So the only person who was listening actually was Mrs. Palace. So Angie, maybe she can help us there. Hi, good morning, Tuli.
Morning. Hi, everyone.
Great. Ish. Mara sister Marini Rabon sama araw.
Yes, sis. It is a late in your blue mole number 3. Must just know it's going down. Ask Kissy. I know. So, this one, Noni now. Phone the radio or she's got an issue with partner Wahai. This guy won't sit and they staying together, they've got a child who's in school, who got primary school. So now what made her call? Like what was the breaking point for her now? Like it's been an ongoing thing, but apparently on a Friday, this guy was supposed to pick up the child from school and he didn't pitch. Now the school called Noni saying the child is still here, no one has picked the child up. And then she went to pick the child up. Then, or she asked the guy, no, she asked the guy, the school is waiting for you, go and pick up the child. He went there. Then when he got home, he was fighting Linoni, saying he was at work with his colleagues, they were having drinks after work. And then that's why he couldn't go pick up the child, wara. But now he's noticed that whenever he's having fun, Noni's somehow gonna disturb his fun. Like whenever he's happy, like like she is jealous of his happiness. Whenever he's happy, somehow she's gonna interfere. So now what's concerning to her is that this is like an ongoing, like it's an ongoing thing. Whenever there's a problem between the two of them, he always blames her because Oriana, she's got a bit of a short fuse or whatever, so she reacts. So whenever he does things and then she reacts, they no longer focus on what he did, they focus on her reaction, and she ends up having to apologize all the time. Even when the issue was with him, it never gets taken care of. Like whatever issue they had, they never get to resolve it. She's always having to apologize for her reaction. He never takes any accountability for his action. So she says she's at a point where she's just had it, like she wants to leave. The advice she was asking from Kwaskaman is whether she should leave or stay.
That's the double gaslighting, eh?
That's what they were saying. They said this guy is a gaslighter and he is a narcissist. Like this thing, when there's an issue, he will somehow poke at you. Remember, the issue is that you didn't pick up the child, but he's going to now come at her at that when I'm happy, you want to disturb. And when she reacts and say, but the child is at school, we're inconveniencing the teachers, we're inconveniencing everyone, then he's gonna look at how, why are you shouting, why are you saying this and that and that. It's always about her. So that's why they say to her, he's a narcissist will drive you mad, guys. You can never reason with them. So like she's saying, I've been packing, like I've packed my bag so many times saying I'm leaving. And as I'm about to leave, he will beg me and cry, I can't be without you, wara 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 wara, and I will always find myself staying. But she's at a point where she's just had it. She's had it.
As le nna ke kwatile tla rent.
This is typical narcissist behavior, guys. Typical.
You are supposed to get your child go school. Wena wa re wena o tshitse wena le di-drinks le working le bo Lucius. Come on, bruh.
And what Noni was saying is that picking up the child was not an issue. He could have told me, I won't make it. Then I would have made a plan. But now he's not saying anything until now the school starts calling and they are so inconvenienced. It's not looking good. The child will not feel okay. Then it's going to be saying, no, you're disturbing whenever I'm having fun. You don't like to, or you don't like to see me happy. Guys.
Guy, bruh, dude, as like this is your child. It's not your laptop. Your child. God.
So that's why Naked ended up saying, you don't have one child, you've got two. This guy is another child, is another liability.
I never feel, guys. You know what? Okay. Thank you very much, Spalisa, for the recap, there, guys.
Alright.
Since we are still right now, so like let's maybe reach okay sharp like at least about 20K likes in there. Please, nah, because hey, man, I know as na rainy cloud no happy. Ask these guys. There's a comment there from Lucius. They saying the parents had to head back. He was cuckoo. Then he arrived. Then Anonza wanted to drive, but he said no. Imagine. So basically, he's dealing with a huge ass child. Guys, okay. But Noms, hello. This is Nomza. Oh, hello.
Oh, am I audible? Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Yazi, as we speak on kids, I saw something so disturbing this morning. There's a family that was apparently a social media. I don't know if they're a social media family or those reality shows in America. So they've got 6 kids that are under, I think they're under 6. Yeah, under 6. So now the husband says, I want new beginnings. And it triggered me. And I was like, okay, this thing is not about if you are married or not. It's a thing of when you have a child, make sure you've got support, make sure you've got a backup plan of some sort, because these people that we think must be responsible for their kids, there's no court that can force you to go collect your child from school. Never. So Minanje, like we're talking about one child. She's lucky it's one child. Imagine married me having 4 kids, and then a person wakes up and he's like, Yazin, it's no longer fresh for me. I found greener pastures. What am I gonna do with 4 kids? And at that time, I can't even afford 4 kids. We are together. So, like, guys, no court is gonna force him to do anything. Girl is on her own. Lana, it's not even a thing of I'm staying for the child, because the child is not being loved. The child is not being prioritized. So it's not even a thing of I'm staying for the child. No, you are just staying for, I don't know for what, because there's nothing anyway. There's nothing anyway. So this one is even better. abo baba baselokishini, they are even better because abanye babambipi abadakiwe, they collect their kids from crèche. Ubona ukuthi there's love. It's just that there's someone who's not acting accordingly, but there's love. So hey, mina, I don't know. Mina, I'm gonna caution everybody, because at first we thought it's safe to just pop them out, however, when you are married, but it's not. I think whether married or single, yay, pop the ones that you can afford. Pop the ones that you can manage, because if you think you are going to get some sort of support from the biological father, you are joking, because people do what makes them happy. And if taking care and managing kids is not what makes him happy, Sana, you're gonna go all over TikTok shaming him. Nothing is gonna change. In fact, we're gonna help you shame him, but your situation will be as real as it comes. You are gonna be stuck with 4 kids that you had in marriage, but they are now your load. Hence, me now personally, I've always said, when people like to say that I'm selfish, why am I limiting the number of my kids? I always say I can only have.
You're feeling a bit like a movie, Mrs. Nomza.
Oh, okay. I think it's because I moved from my phone. It's charging. Let me just take it and move with it. So people are like, married women, you are married, you can have even 4. And I'm like, right now, I'm gonna have kids that I can manage emotionally and physically, and kids that I can afford financially. I don't care who I'm married to. It's not even about divorce. Even if he perishes, God collects him. What am I gonna do with 4 kids? Because honestly, like, what am I gonna do with 4 kids? Mina, I do what I can afford. Like, if you want us to have another baby, keep a savings account, save for him. The year we're gonna decide, it's fine. Otherwise, guys, be careful with yourselves. You don't wanna find yourself in this situation where you're gonna have to beg someone to be a father, because these people, no matter how nice they are when you are still married to them, when they choose to leave, they become as soon as they exit the door, they become a different person. Or like, you are going to be shocked. And you're gonna come here, we're gonna shame him, but your situation will still be as it is. So I know.
Sis Noms, you remind me of Mapaseka Mukweli. The time she was still on Kaya FM in the evenings, she would have this segment, sort of like an Ask a Man Sone. So people would write letters and they would give their problems, and they would share, they would like sort of help with solutions or whatever. So this one guy wrote in, he said he's a married man and he loves his wife. Ne? He said he loved his wife. He said, I loved my wife. Say the problem started when I started a side hustle. The side hustle was bringing in enough money for me to leave my job. And then that side hustle bloomed, like it was that big that she didn't need to work anymore. So we said and we discussed, so we can have 2 kids and then she doesn't have to work anymore. She can stay home and take care of the kids. Says while she's at home, I don't know if my wife got bored or she just saw that we could now afford, she had more kids. That guy said it exactly like, my wife had more kids. He didn't say me and my wife.
We had kids.
He said my wife had more kids. Said at kid number 4, I told her, I think we have enough now. So she went on to have another one. As I'm writing now, she's pregnant with baby number 6. He says, I don't love her anymore. I'm exhausted. It feels like whenever I walk inside the house, it smells of nappies. I don't know why my wife keeps having these babies. Guys, and people were so mad at him that, how can you be saying that? Hey, the kids are yours. Why now? What are you doing to try and prevent the kids from happening in the marriage? And Bona, in my head, I was like, what really can he do? What really can he do to prevent having so many kids? And what happens now? In the marriage?
Yeah. Dog.
Come on.
What I can again, Sap. You are making a human being.
No, but remember, these people sat down as a married couple and said, let's have 2 kids and you stay home and take care of them. How did we get to baby number 6?
No busy, no social loss. I mean, come on.
Obviously, Claudia, every day came side were high, but we've discussed this. The way we didn't have kids before we discussed having a family. You were on some sort of prevention. If the prevention is giving you problems, sit me down and say, I can't take these tablets anymore. They are not treating me well. And let's look at other alternatives. Let me go tie my tubes. But don't give me the impression that we are still on the 2 babies plan and then we have more.
They have like 4 more, and they be like, oh no, guys, like my wife has children.
I'm telling you,
That's
guys.
it.
But
A lot of people were angry that how are you saying?
No, I was calling
guys,
now. The ones who were angry with him.
Guys, it's Nomza. He's okay, sharp. Okay, sharp. Like, please come now, cause re tswile mo tseleng yana. So let's focus more on Nonza Pele now. Let's but because we have a request here. So like, let me make working on like rules fast now, guys. You can request sharp. You come here, you mute your mic, you you will be given like a chance to speak. You can disagree, be like peacefully, but we don't like speak on top of each other here, right? Please, we allow you your now got to speak. Please, let's have those rules here very clear. While we are here, can I please let's reach at least 20k likes because my network is a bit stable now, so it might go off like anytime. So please and thank you. Subs.
Hi, buddy. Yeah, back on Anonza, guys. Ish. Before Lina, my network starts taking because it can be fine, and then when it's just time for me to speak, and then it starts acting up, you know. Yeah, you know, name my biggest thing for Anonza. I think I read a comment more. I didn't read the name. Someone said Uyamzwela, like Uamutwela, you know, because Ufila Khorotlomula Pelo. For me, that says to me, where now you don't zwela yourself. You know, Uruna as I'm not gonna say as women. I'm gonna say Uruna as people. Sometimes we don't utwela ourselves. You know, my dad used to say to me, sabelo kumele ngesinye isikhathi uzwele ubuhlungu wena mangazwela ubuhlungu akekho omunye umuntu ozozwa ubuhlungu on your behalf. So you must zwela buhlungu for yourself, because no one's gonna do it on your behalf. This lady, as people, we are so ignorant. This lady, this guy says to her, you when uri cock blocker happiness ya gage. The only one that understood that statement. Uri, you are cock blocking my happiness. But this girl is still here saying, but this guy is saying you are cock blocking my happiness. I would have left there next morning, 5 a.m. I would have packed my ish, and let me tell you, Sala, I would have packed I would have went out and go you safe or go Kit Kat, and I looked back. You can't tell me, Khurina, I am preventing you from having the best time of your life, and I'm not even gonna touch on the child issue, because I'm sure you all know how I feel about that part. So I'm not even gonna go there. I'm just speaking about their relationship now, before all these external factors. Yeah, he said you don't like seeing me happy. That's what I'm saying. He in other words, Auntie P, he is saying you are cock blocking me from my happiness. Then why are you still there? Okay, if someone came and asked you now, okay, because you are the reason why this person is not happy. Clearly, that's what it is. Now, guys, I'm gonna unpack this line, because he's saying you don't want to see me happy. If I'm not happy right now, it is all because of you. So when as the person now you are being asked, why are you there? Because because when you are there. So what are you still doing there? What's there for you? What is there for you? What are you doing there? I don't understand. Mwanabatu is so depressed and so unhappy because of you, and you are still camping. It doesn't make sense to me. It honestly, that wait till I heard everything that you guys said, but that one line like killed me. It threw me off.
Let me do something happen there and something. Okay, sharp guys. Okay, you know what? Like, leave them jolo alone. No, the marriage, as in like the mahari. Chief, this is your child. When are you saying no? Na, barking, go to lemajita rona. You, dude, wait. You're a whole human being. You are saying that you'd rather go go tlhapelwa le your friends than to be there for your child, to go get your child go sekolong. He missed me very little. Nakore I'm like, bro, you know what, ne sharp. Wana lenyalo le eng I fade, but the chief, united, you raised this nut how. You were there for the 9 months, really 5 years. You paid the school fees. You bought that uniform. You married her. Like, how often you are gonna say these things? We're thinking,
I would have erased him with permanent mark, Antona. Permanent. As soon as the school calls me and says, hi, Miss Sikonde, Timuloko is still here. Mamela, that moment, I would have erased him with a permanent marker.
hey, you know what? Like, okay, wait. Let me read Madotena Shimza's comment quickly. She needs to divorce him. He doesn't take care of her or the child seriously. He got other priorities. There's some next level. Sis Noms, before I let you in, there's a person here who requested quickly, so let's wait for her. Then Hapala, then yeah, Sharp, like, you'll be next. But then please, guys, let's reach 20k, Clever, please. But again, as in like, no, Kazakh, you know what, Kazakh LeeRoy is having like a shit day, man. No, like rain come tagate, my sinuses are off. Okay, so the new announcer has in it. So okay, sis Noms, you can come. Sis Noms,
I'm saying Ofit Elder is here.
yeah, marhaba. So I don't know how to England.
Oh, okay. Now you know that I'm for lobola, I'm for marriage, I'm for better things, but I think when Leroy, we must also evaluate who want to marry us, because hearing these, like, this boy, he actually paid to have a second mother. So some of
Yeah.
these lobola notions, don't just go around getting married, guys, because some people marry you so that they can have second mothers. Imagine you left your mother at home. Now you have another mom who's taking care of you, your kids, your child, your house. Guys, please don't get excited at the thing of making content and just like, don't let just anybody lobola you, because now it dawns on me to say, what if she did not sign a prenup or anything else? So which means if she now says I'm leaving, he's gonna be like, my 50% lady, tada, I want my 50%, of which I have not contributed anything. Like, guys, be careful, because I know that as soon as someone says I'm sending a letter, we forget who they are and we act all delulu. If it means remain single, we will just say she kept on rejecting lobola letters. But for your own safety, don't just go around getting married, because this for me smells a bit funny. How did he, like, this thing is like, I'm just gonna lobola someone who's gonna take care of me, and I'm gonna find every inch of happiness around the world, and I'm gonna enjoy it. Imagine now you are divorcing this kind of childish human being. He's gonna claim your 50% and he's gonna ravage it on the streets. Like these lobolas, I know,
You know
guys,
what?
be careful.
But my goodness, Noms, you are 100% right, actually. So which reminds me of like something that I was thinking about last night, actually. Hore, it's okay, but you know what? Like that will be the topic for the next segment, actually. Okay, so the question going, um, are you with your partner because you just needed a partner, or you really love that person? Mara, that's for late. It's fine. Ka 11, we are gonna jump to that part. Okay, we lost what man kind of that other lady or Yumjita. Maybe like they were too impatient. I don't know. Guys, here are the house rules. You can request to come here, Mara. You're gonna have to like wait your turn to be given an opportunity to speak. Nah, how fela lost fela we tlo bolela fela we have rules here, so please let's respect it, but in happy let's respect each other. So now let's refine our words quickly and then happy jump to the other segment. Let's start at the top. Sis Paris. It's
Okay. I just wanted to add on what Sis Noms was saying now about we think it's just gonna be Lobola and on fine games. What reality also hit me when I got married, ne? That remember it was all nice fun and games when we were dating Aloko Habu or at his place and Lenagel at my place, and I was not responsible for him like that. So it would be nice we go out on dates and I would come back and there's food at home which my mom prepared or whoever auntie prepared, and I just got to roam around and do whatever and whatever. So now what I didn't realize is that in the marriage I will be that mom who stays at home and make the food while people go out, because now I'm the one who's responsible for it. So it's the reality that sinks in after the excitement of the we are getting married strikes in, and it's the smallest things you realize, or actually now I'm responsible for everybody. And then Lena, he realizes, okay, it was nice when I was paying for dates, but now I'm actually responsible for this woman's electricity and water and I think that's where now we need counseling. So the problem with us is that we will go for that premarital counseling, but we don't follow up, especially if there's no any fights or problems when we get into the marriage. We need to now go and sit. It doesn't need to be a counselor because of cost implications or whatever, but at least with another married couple says now we are finding ourselves in this type of situation. It's seeming more like we are housemates and we are co-partners, but we are not lovers anymore the way we used to be, because dynamics will change. The love relationship will change from this guy now still wants to go out and hang out and drink, but now he's forgetting that now he's the one who must do the picking up. Where else when he got home, let's say for argument's sake, he was staying at home, there'll be someone picking, maybe the father there will be the one picking up the little brothers. He will just come and go as he pleases, and you'll find the little brothers went to school and they're back. He doesn't know how that logistic works. So I think we need to go back to therapy before there's a problem. Manyana ba Basotho, they like saying the problem ka lena gore le nyako loya banna mo le setso na le mathata mo loye relationship is le monate. So when once you start meeting problems over Toloya Moto, and now he doesn't even want to eat your food, how are you gonna give him this chemo? So this what I noticed in marriage. We're gonna sit and say, no, we've got this thing, we're handling it. And the first mention of therapy, it will be when we start having problems. And that's too late. We needed to prepare ourselves. This guy, yes, he's a narcissist and all, but the challenge he's having, I bet you, is a challenge most young couples who are getting married are finding themselves in, especially those who are not staying on their own, who are staying at home, and now you are brought into this house. They say, now this one is yours. Now you don't realize that quickly you switch up to being the mother.
100%. But then, like, sorry for the blala something, you know, and like, that's normal actually, because you won't feel the same as in like the whole years and yet like,
Exactly.
so
But
now,
somebody needs to tell me it's normal. Remember now
yeah.
it's a boyfriend yeah, that's happy. And now I'm
Oh,
married and I don't know this is the norm. Because nani kizoko high and everything was running well and nalitsa ko nere jolo ko strate. So now when I'm in here, nalitsa parasa ko no ema ko strate mo jolo fedi. We need
sure.
that somebody to tell you that this is normal, this is your new normal.
Mm.
All right, guys. I'll come back if maybe I got time for the next topic. Ne?
All right, no problem. Thank you very much, Palazor. No, Marquez, no, and like, okay, but again, like, think of it like this, now. You, your siblings, right? You don't like love them like every day. There are those days where you like, it's like, hey, my choice, my like that one, I'm coming, like, wait, my you all are like bonded like that. So there are gonna be those like waves, you know, horror case up like Lavi Davis, Ninin Kentle, we taking never when I want them. But then now the decision you made for, you know what, you are gonna be my life partner. Let's get you the Instagram or more. Oh my god, like love lives here. Guys, there are real problems out there that you don't see. Muri love lives here. Marlon, about the fairy tale. Guys, we are human. Like we grow, we get fat, as in like fat, we get skinny, we get like big noses, we get like in. How do you expect now your relationship le motho o mongwe gore nne fela so yet you are physically changing? Come on now, science, you know, come on. Anyway, last word, subs.
Now you know what you're saying. It reminds me of the we had another Oscar man the other day, Kalenyana. So and I said, people have a problem with staying with what they've chosen. You know, waking up every day and choosing that same person and being contained. And I said that that person will grow, that person will evolve, that person will. You're not gonna wake up every day and fall in love with them, obviously, because it's not gonna always be rosy and flowery and colorful. That's why we have seasons more lifing, you know.
Yeah, four, Lila, four.
Yeah. That's why we have seasons. So everything has seasons. Like everything in life that you deal with has seasons. So Marayaha Anonza, my last remarks for Anonza. Yes, Anonza is with a narcissist, but and half of them Anonza has allowed them. For the fact that someone said to me, "You are the reason why I am unhappy," and she's still camping there. For me, she is allowing every single little thing that is happening there. She must just love herself and allow ngwana mong gore a nne happy and be happy elsewhere, you know. And you know what? You know the last part, actually, that the part we didn't speak about. The last part where Somizi asked her if she has explored other women, and she giggled and she said, "Guys, she is having fun somewhere. This lady, I can tell you now for free."
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
Did you hear that giggle? Suddenly her voice
Yeah,
changed.
so I was like, when I got to two black.
Easy. This one. So Santana entertained this guy because she feels sorry for him. And even that was wrong. You know, I remember at some point when I was about to leave my baby daddy and I said, "Don't ever stay with me because you are staying with me because of Mwana or because you feel sorry for me. Don't be with me unless you are happy and you love me and you want to be with me." So she's with him now because umutlola botlhoko. Mara this one is excited somewhere kai with another subs kai. You can tell the way she said it. So yeah, man, she must just sometimes you need to be selfish about yourself. I know this is rich coming from me, and if anyone very close to me, family or friends, were listening to this, they would tell me straight up, Kodo, this is very rich coming from me, because it's something that I failed to do. But honestly, sometimes you need to be selfish about yourself. If you find happiness elsewhere, be a bird, man. Fly, go find yourself. Go there. Don't stay LeeRoy knowing that that's not where you want to be, you know. And also let LeeRoy go also, so that he can also find himself and get time to heal, so that the next person asante ali sharp. So Anonza must just let go of this guy. It's not working.
Hallelujah, and that's how we close the Ask a Man part. Horborn. You can be there for a person, you can like love them, be like that. Nah? Sharp. Number 2, things change. So know that, okay, you chose this. Sharp. Mari. Are you gonna tolerate being disrespected because of lenyalo or maybe one? So sometimes you have to weigh your pros and cons. Yeah, I love him. Sharp, but then now he or she's abusing you. As in like as in like verbally, physically, this or that, this, that. So now you're not happy here. So do what is best for you. At the same time, but I know that we all change, we evolve. So Anonza must just amen and had. So yes, thank you very much for actually like sticking here for this long, guys. You know what, like my network is really showing me flames, so this show might like just stop anytime, and I apologize for that actually. Yeah, sharp. That's if it happens, but anyway. So now, like, this is our social group nyana there. So where we talk about things that affect Rona, you know, here. So we are done with that barking can. As like Metro FM. So Sis Larato Hari, but you're late. Askis. Guys, like please like let's reach as in like 20k Clavana, pleasing Clavana our to please do. Oh guys, no, actually one other thing now. Please go to the parking the profile in our there's a link there there's the YouTube link, so please like just go to the YouTube link, like and subscribe, like so yeah, please guys, we are planning something so like let's say the next few months or so, God willing, we will be moving to a studio YouTube vibes, you know. So please like just go there. So we are trying to actually like just grow there also. So please my people, please, we love you so much. We are growing also. You see that? That's also great. So yeah. So the topic for today now. Okay, like last night, I really couldn't sleep actually, you know, because I had Coca-Cola, like I was you, as like sugar about 12, big on Coke, like the whole night, then I had a thought actually, what is you went like, okay, guys, as in, can you hear me? Guys, can you all hear me? Wait, first, can you guys hear me? Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, sharp. Then a friend of mine was actually like letting me know how great her relationship is, because like her man, he's so tolerant, you know, he spreads love to him, he gets her gifts, and then now like they're pregnant and all that. Mare, like a few months ago, she contacted me. She was crying, or no, hey, men are dogs, men are trash, this and that. So I was like, ow. So when you are pregnant again with as like this guy who is the perfect prince charming, you wait again, he's the perfect guy for you. Then that got me thinking, actually, what guys, with you, your partner, you, nah, you don't have to like reveal as in like details, as in really deep, as in like be honest with yourself. Actually, your current partner, are you with that as in like partner because of you yearn for the compassion, like motivate at least fella, or do you genuinely love your partner? Nah, because happen like one other thing that I noticed, nah, like most people, they just want to be married, and as in like for the gram, the Instagram. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh guys, I'm so in love. Yo, and waiting my man. Yeah, example, he's the example, a baby girl, like she actually cooks for me, does it. But then later on in the relationship, you find stuff like this now, as in like both ones I know where now you don't like to see me happy. So now, which makes me think, okay, why were you with this person for 6 years? Why did you get married to as like Bariking as like Mutuo? Do you really love this person? Or maybe you just wanted to not seem like guys. Or no, I know, like at least taking a little no, at least as like Bariking, I'm like Dijonyana thing, one out thing, Lenyana thing. Yeah, Bariking guys, because now, from like my personal point of view, when you decide moto, that's a decision you make. Happy, you choose to understand that Shaba. We are different. We see things differently. No matter we are, as in like willing to make this work. Happy beyond the evolving little changes, like this and that. I genuinely love you. So meaning that you can piss me off, we can fight, we can do this, we can do that, but I choose to be with you because I genuinely love you. But then now most society know, and I gave the Instagram life fella, the TikTok life fella, gore nna ke bonyetse gono ane o barekeng kana like at least ke na le kukunyane nka e jang fanda, like which is very dizzy because now like they're in their future, like hey man, yeah, okay. But anyway, there's a topic of discussion for today. Viewer discussion is advised, guys. You can disagree peacefully. Like let's remember house rules. We do not bash each other here. You can have your own opinion. It's fine. We are gonna give you your slot to speak. Yeah. So then you're gonna allow as like other person to speak be less and clear. So you all respect each other here, guys. So you can request and then like let's have a discussion about this. Are you with your partner because you genuinely love them? Or maybe you just need somebody to just be around with, to have sex with, to actually as in like look good with. No? So let's start with Subs. Hey Subs, how are you?
Hey, buddy. I hope my network they get the area I'm in now is bad. But let me make it quick. Okay, so I'm not gonna speak about currently because obviously I'm single, but I'll refer to my last relationship. You know, we once had a discussion the other time about, I think I was hosting even when I posed the question and I said, if you proposed and your partner rejected your proposal, would you guys still carry on dating or is that relationship done? You know, this topic reminds me of that. And I remember I was one of the few people that said, if I feel that I'm not okay, I will reject the proposal, but we can still continue dating. And coming back to what Usis Noms was saying now, Uti, speaking about marriage rejection, I have rejected a lobola letter, and I have rejected a ring proposal, like a marriage proposal, yeah, ring, you know, and
Sabzu, we lost you right there by the spies, fam. Shit. Oh no.
because
Okay.
so whenever I date, it is always purely for I want a companion. I want to build. I want a team player. I want Etala. You know, it's always for love. And nam dilulu guys. Nah, I still one of those that wanna date for love. You know. So whenever I'm with a person, I'm with them because out of every person currently at that time, I chose to be with them. You know. I choose to be with the person at that time because they make me laugh, they make me happy, or I feel I love them or anything. So I date for those reasons, not for marriage, not for money, not for anything, you know. Runaba side, especially sometimes we are delusional. Like you were saying now, for your friend was saying last week, Ning Ning Khori, men are trash, and then 10 hours later, this man is the love of my life. You know?
Yeah.
So
Honey.
yeah, no, you're confused, Khori Makhua. What is happening here? But anyway, we're not judging, you know. So yeah. For me, marriage is not everything, and I think I've said this so many times. Marriage for me is not everything, as long as I can wake up every day and still choose that person, whether I'm mad at them or whether I'm happy or whatever. I can still wake up, be content with my decision, and choose them every day. And the only reason why I am with the person is because I love them and I want to be with them. Whether they have things or they don't have things, that does not matter. I'm with Leroy for who Leroy is as a person, for his character, and not what he have or what he can offer.
Yeah, actually, man, because man, you know, like a lot of men say right now, they are so lost, bruh. Okay, cool. Yeah, you yearn for that. No, like you actually like want that. So now, the first person you would like for like it's like, oh my god, man, like they don't really.
Idea.
Yeah, no, haban already. Man, you know, okay, sharp. Let's see how we can make this work actually.
Yes.
Do I like you?
Mm-hmm.
Do I lust for you? Or
Mm-hmm.
do I genuinely love you? You know?
Mm. Mm.
Uh,
Mm.
but again,
And like we spoke about, also sometimes people being in love with the idea of what could be, you
yeah.
know. Yeah, like someone who look at Lee now hosting and thinking, "Khore, you know, Leroy one day could be like a real teacher, like a radio DJ, and I see him becoming a celebrity. And maybe if I stick with him now, you know, it's the idea. Sometimes people are so in love with ideas and not their reality, because the idea of what could be and the reality is two different things. But people are so stuck up on the idea, and they just, yeah. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, ne? Yeah, in fact, you know, but again, can you believe like there's a personal story here, but then let me give you guys a chance and then like yeah and but again gonna Leroy will tell his story later. But anyway, bro Irene, okay, man, sister Irene,
Hi,
you
how are you?
okay, you know what, you are here already. Hi Sizunjan.
I'm good. I wanted to answer the comments name. I mentioned something like love alone is not sufficient to sustain a relationship and more so a marriage. The reason why I say love alone is because love is an emotion, right? Love is how you feel towards the other person, right? But what sustains the relationship is going to be how the two of you treat each other, which has nothing to do with love most of the times, right? When I say love enough is not sufficient, I'm talking about a person's habits will also play an important role. Sometimes someone may love you, but their bad habits might be the one that is stopping the relationship to sustain or to grow or to even hold. You understand? Let's say maybe you are in a relationship with a guy.
Ah,
You love them, don't like the way they behave.
You love them.
Guys, I'm having an echo. Am I okay?
you're not really okay,
Can I
sis.
can I
But you know, like maybe okay, so you can step down and then you can come back up again. Okay, cool. So while we wait, there's a comment there from Nditeni. Nditeni. Love is an emotion. The choice to stay depends on the stability of the relationship. There's another thing actually, like we should weigh actually. Okay, sharp. Me, I love you, you love me, feel this and that, this and that, this. But what is happening here? Can we go wrong? But anyway, so is Irene.
Yes, I'm back. So the reason why I'm saying love is an emotion is because sometimes you can love someone and still accept that you cannot be with them because of the kind of person that you are. When they say love is blind, they say love is blind because love being an emotion, it doesn't choose where it goes to, right? Hence, you can love someone who is wrong for you. The power lies in you being able to say, this person, I love them, but for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I cannot be with them. Right? So hence I say love is an emotion. I see there's someone who, I don't know whether her name is Serge or what. She seems to think that love is something that must make you to remain with the person no matter what is happening in a relationship. That is not really love that is making you do that. That is why sometimes we love our parents that we always fight with, or our siblings, or what. The emotion of love being there doesn't necessarily mean that you must also be within the vicinity of that person, because what is going to make your relationship to sustain is how you two relate with one another. Like that is why they call it a relationship. It's all about the relation between the two of you, not only the feelings that you have between the two of you, right? So the misconception that people have is to think that a relationship is about the feelings that you have towards each other. But the reason why it's called a relationship is because it's about the relations that you have. The relation that you have is going to depend on your habits, like your smoking, your drinking habits, your money spending habits are important when it comes to a relationship, right? Your beliefs, your social standards, they play an important role in the relationship that you're going to have with another person, right? For example, let's just say you're in a relationship name with someone, you guys love each other. That there's no doubt there. But this person is so bad to when it comes to managing finances, right? And you see that, no, but this person, if I get married to this person, it means we're going to have a problem because this person can just spend or whatever. I'm just giving an example of the things that can eventually end up making a relationship not to work. But while is the people love each other, right? So, and then again, relationships are more about they are more about functionality, right? Especially marriage. When you are in a marriage, the things that make the marriage to succeed most of the times is not really the love is there, guys. Love is there at the beginning, right? The reason why you will go out on a date with this guy, or the reason why this guy will ask you on a date, is because there was that emotion of kind of like being interested in you that developed into love. But after you've reached there's a certain level of a relationship that you reach, ne? And then beyond that, it's the functionality of the relationships that make it to sustain, right? Hence we say more relationship yung go na le honeymoon phase, ne? When you guys are still at the honeymoon phase, that is where we are talking about the love. One of those things that, hey, when I see him, I have butterflies in the stomach or whatever. That is the honeymoon phase, right? And that honeymoon phase, most of the times, fela mo relationship in. And then from there onwards, hosala the functionality. Functionality ke ra hore this relationship is working for you, and this relationship is working for him. This person is considerate on me. This person does 1, 2, 3 that I like. She is there for me, and he is there for me. You know, those kind of technicalities that involve a relationship. So that is my view, that love must be there, but love is more important at the beginning of the relationship once you build that bond. But once that bond is built, now the next step is to maintain it, and you maintain it through the functionality and the relation that you have with each other.
Mrs. Irene, thank you very much for that, actually. So now, like, okay, this is how okay, as in like what you said actually like made sense to me. Okay, cool. Love, okay, you're working. It's genuine, like love. That's the foundation of the whole thing. Then the sand, the cement, the bricks, those are the efforts. Okay, cool. Like me, okay, like Leroy's gonna, okay, like Leroy, he's like this, he's like that, he's like that. Mari, we can make this work. Solo. Mari, love has to be the main foundation. There. Because without it, foundation. And
Leroy, can I ask something? There are people who are asking me in the comments sections. I want to answer them. Nebare, what do I date for? I never said love must not be there in a relationship. I said love alone does not sustain a relationship. Ne? So along with the love, there must be other things, because love alone is not sufficient. And then I said, love is there at the beginning, because how else would you go out with this person? Why else would you give them your number? How else would you be able to talk to them when they call you and stuff like that, right? But people misunderstood me. I said love alone is not enough to sustain a relationship. And sometimes you can even say, there are couples that are together for a very long time, but they are not really that much in love with each other, but they are just perfect for each other, and that's why they remain. And I'm gonna give an example. Ne? I'm giving an example with arranged marriages. You know, in the olden days when we still grow up, there were people who were involved in arranged marriages. Ne? They will tell you when you grow up, or no, when are you gonna get married to so and so. They don't ask you about whether you love them or whether that person loves you or what. But because of what they believe, they will normally, your family as a girl or the family of the boy will normally choose a wife for their son from a person who comes from a particular family, right? Because they are looking and they are considering the family values that girl is going to bring in their family unit. You understand? And let me tell you something. There are those marriages that lasted up until people died. If we were to check the stats now, and I'm talking about, this is an era where we used to have zero rate of divorces. Ne? We have more of a higher rate of divorces now, where people have the freedom to choose partners for themselves than we had in the olden days, where people were chose partners for. Because maybe our strategy or what we look for when we choose a partner is not really what we are supposed to be looking for. You understand? I'm saying this because maybe people might not relate to what I'm saying about, but if we can look at those marriages where they used to pick a wife for you or used to pick a husband for you, those people used to be happy. They used to have families that were functioning and they were never divorcing. But obviously, the love element wasn't really there, maybe, you know.
Sis Irene, My apologies actually to actually like just cut you off there because I felt like we are
Sorry.
going there, but then like rona re ya kwa mara lona le reach kwa bjano wa ntlhaloga, but then like we really appreciate your working your knowledge there actually there. Sabs, please help quickly then. Sis Norms there. But again, kind of, no, because like then I'm just, yeah, here and there.
Oh, sorry to us. Irene was answering me, and the reason why I asked her that question, Kgoro, what does she date for, is because that is the topic of the day. Because she came up answering Serge, so now I was taking her back to the topic of the day. Kgoro, okay. With that being said, Kgoro, love is the foundation of it all. What does she date for? So I wanted to hear from her side. And thank you for closing the comments, guys. Please double tap your screens till we get to 20 likes. I asked Lee to close the comments so that you guys can double tap and get to 20 likes, and then from there he can open the comments. But you guys can come through on the panel, request to join, and let's have a discussion. Re batlo itse gore le di gold digger na. What do you guys date for?
And guys, you see, but again, as in, like you see why, as in, like having the co-host to go is like really important because as like LeeRoy I don't know shaba tsa hae fela be itlhaya kwa le one and then like ya boya. So okay, sharp. The main discussion was when you are there, sharp, like you want a partner. Do you want a partner in Genji because for the gram, maybe you really like love this person, or maybe you're just desperate because now we see like a lot of those things actually isn't like happening because it's like as in like multiple pretend they're in a perfect relationship, they're more the gram a little Twitter, but then have you goodies. So Angela, we just want to understand okay, when what do you think are the values of having like multiple half, beyond no, actually your personal view. You, you won't be judged here, so but guys isn't like leave out Sage there because hey, you know what, like Sage rata tlhaka no botshelo ba hae. So like just leave him out there. Sharp. Back to leadership. Sis Norms.
Am I audible? Ngoba i-network yami nami is a bit trickier.
No,
Me now,
you've been very
I wanna
patient.
tell you a story. I wanna tell you a story. I found angiyazwakala ne?
Yeah, you're good.
You okay? So I wanna tell you a story. Mina, I found love at an early age. Someone I loved wholeheartedly. Someone I saw a future with. And Yena, he loved me in a very weird way that showed me flames. The money was there, lots of it, in fact. Status was there. I had access to a lot of things, but because he loved me in a weird way that does not guarantee quality of life for me, I left him in peace, and I met someone who made sense to me, who made sense to my life, who I saw can contribute to quality of life. And a decade and a half later, more than 15 years later, I'm still with the same person, and I cannot sit now and say I found him in the right circumstances. I found him in very confusing and I think painful circumstances. He was a rebound. He was a rebound, yes. But let me tell you, if I tell you reasons why I'm still with him, sometimes I want to deal with him because he gets me angry and mad and stuff. But I can safely say I've entered in this with so much logic, with so much soberness, that I had everything in place to say, this is the kind of man I want. This is the kind of man I wish to live with. This is the kind of man I want to coexist with in a house. This is the kind of man I want to raise my kids. This is, things may not be perfect, but at least can it be closer to this? We understand. I was telling someone the other day, Uguti, my husband, in his whole life, we have 2 kids. One is 13, one is turning 6 this month, next week, or in a few weeks. The only time he changed diapers is less than 10 times. And I would have loved for him to be that hands-on dad. But let me tell you something, when he goes to the shops, he will never forget to attend to the things that his kids like. I will never have to say, it's been a month my kids have not eaten cake, or it's been a month my kids have not eaten what. No, he will attend to that like nothing. He will, like, you don't have to remind him. But then there are certain things I would have liked him to do, but he doesn't do them. So that's why I'm saying, Uguti, thank God I got into this with so much logic. It took someone to disappoint and shatter me for me to say, let me be sober and look for the kind of, and not even look, because where did I find him? And wait, I did not wait. In fact, whatever happened, because I can't say I waited, no. And receive whoever comes. And like, I want to tell you, he's a very handsome man. He's a very handsome man. I loved him as a human being, just like I love my friends, just like I love my cousins. I loved him as a human being, but he did not come as the package, yabo, I'm drunk in love. Azange kube ne drunk in love. No. It was actually, is he handsome enough to father my kids? Because I don't want weird kids. Yes, he passes that. He's handsome. Good genes. Oh, shame. Academically, he does so well, which means my kids might be doctors and accountants. That's like, Lapo, I was very sober, Leroy. I was very sober. I don't want to lie. There was not, I've had my drunken love moments. They passed. And with him, I can safely say now, after more than 15 years, if you ask me, do you want to do another 5 years with him, going to 20? I'll say to you, of course I do. Because our kung fu life, I've never had a situation where I'll be like, I don't feel him kung fu, or when I try to sway him, this is what I like, he doesn't do. No. He still performs. He still performs. He doesn't do the things that I don't like. He doesn't go around picking up habits that don't match my kung fu action. No. So those kinds of things, because someone might say, you were not drunk in love, but are you even feeling him? Of course I do. He knows the right places to touch. Because actually I do tell you, if you don't see when I try to sway you in the right direction, I'll end up telling you, okay, please, this is the direction we must take. So there are those ones who have entered with the drunken love moments. They entered gune drunken love. Some of us entered with logic, and if you ask me now, do you want him to father more kids with you? I'll tell you, as soon as I afford, I can even add 2 kids. It's just that I can't afford now. But when Leroy, it will not be, abanye benu, you will not even experience social media love, like the posting and stuff, but you will still be happy. You will still have those people where yes, you are loved secretly, or whatever you guys choose to do, but it will still be working out. So for me, I'm still with him because most of the things on my list, they still tick. Like Valentine's Day, he will never buy you flowers. Like, for instance, this Valentine's Day, no flower, no chocolate. And I was like, one day I will leave you, you'll regret. But he paid for my tuition fee, which is something that is very important to me. He was like, I can't buy you flowers because anyway, you are a farm yourself, don't worry. But he did the most important thing for me. He paid for my tuition. He does the important stuff. And like, imagine if I was in love with him and I was blind to the fact that he is a useless human. Imagine that kind of a thing, that kind of a painful thing. You seeing me go through that. Me, I'm drunk in love, and you see that I'm drunk in love with the air. This person is not coming through. Actually, this person is not personing, but me, I am there. Like, I'm paying for vacations, Leroy, I'm paying for school fees, and person like it's I don't know, but
as you know, working at this norms now, like me and your husband actually, like we should really hang out actually, because he is my role model guy. He's not working like faced by his social media bono okay sharp baby. You know what? It's okay sharp. Me he really diaper feeder but then let me do the dishes some, you know? Like let me pay school fees and they're like let me get you shoes, you know? Not or he hate chocolate for the gram. Oh mutima. Hey guys, you know what happened actually, my love? Who's called? There was this girl like I was when I was like 7 years ago now. She was really hot. Nah, it's like boy, it was like Slazana the vibe, boy, like it's king, boy, is in a Jolofina vibe. She never looked at me actually zero. Mari, we knew each other from as in school, you know, I feel sharp. Literally last month, nje fair, you know, I'm like on Facebook nje. So I was like, hey Leroy, hey when I went to one house and kids and I'm like, yeah, baby girl. We never knew each other like that. So I don't know yeah nah. Now it's like no and okay, she has like 3 kids now actually. She's back home and I'm like, wow guys, like this is actually what isn't like that other meme was saying or no, or as in like these hot ones back then, like when they were hot they didn't see you, but then like now that the hot life is gone now, they see reality for what it is now. Now they're like, ish, Emaruiz Mari, ish. As Maruiz Marabumpa Mariboni, I told like, ish, is it like, ish. They were Kenya and wait. So now I was like, so now like this is actually happening now. So now it's like, hey, what a little working. Hey, when wait, hey, like you are my crush, Nini. I was like, wow, look at that. So it comes back to the topic of like today, what exactly are you dating or okay, so like getting married for? No? Oh hey, sorry, sorry. So some people date for the lifestyle, the gram, the material things. Some people they fear that they might no actually they don't want to die alone. So you know it isn't like whoever comes it's fine. Some do it because they genuinely love that person. You know? So anyway, subs, yeah, man. So hey, bro. Karamoto last month, eh, man, Karamana Moto and Trolla last month. I reached one house I'm born, we like, man, we never saw each other like that. Fuck. So,
Even
anyway. Subs, network, take a roof, lala, roof. Okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? As in, like, let me make this clear actually. That wasn't working. Damponyane here, please. No. That was just an example of like lean. So okay, you know what? Let me make you step down quickly and then you'll be back quickly. So sis Noms, you heard me? Ah guys Marlon. Okay. Guys, you know what? Yebo? We'll invite a lot and like fuck that shit. Honestly, mo lo rain happy. Nna ko le invite a lot. I get lona ha le tle lena. E tla mo. blow hell, aring go, aring go. Yeah, inside try. Oh, nditseni. Wazala. Ngitshela ukuthi wena ujolelani wena. Wazala sis.
I look for love. So obviously when you meet someone, you're not in love with them at the initial onset. You see someone, well, khatlisa, because they are attractive. Obviously, they've got a quality that is attractive to your eyes. You sit with them, you get to know them, and you start falling in love with them. Now I look at other things besides love. Like, am I getting financial stability here? Am I going to be, am I getting emotional stability? Spirituality as well is also important to me. So I'm a Christian, so obviously I'm going to gravitate towards someone who's also a Christian or someone who has the same beliefs as me. So I look at that as well. How you treat your own family members, how you treat your children if you've got children, it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
good
tells
one.
me, Ori, how are you gonna be like when you are a father to my children? How you respect your mother, your father, tells me how you're gonna respect my own family when you are in family gatherings or whatever, etc. But yeah, love alone is not enough. I know a lot of people were saying that here on the panel. It's not enough. It does not buy bread. Love
Yes, yes,
does
yes.
not pay school fees.
Mm.
So obviously that person needs to have a strong head on the shoulders. They need to be wise. If you're saying you're a provider, then you need to know the tricks and tricks of how to provide for your family. So that's what I look for when I'm in a relationship.
That is a very now way actually. Okay, sharp. You must have okay, like like you must have a plan, mara gape, as in like certain qualities, man, as in like beyond mine in fact, no? Respect for people, bruh. Ah, as man, you know, but again, like you see there, but man, insane. I bought call. It's again, you can be broke, you can be this and that, marry, plan, lay your heart, gee. Let's be 100% because now you're gonna raise kids who are gonna be half you, half him. So I'm just like, what if now, yeah, Fed, he has money, but he's an asshole for days. So let's look at that happy guys. Yeah, this like when didn't Mari. Mona go na leng. Mona go na leng. I'm just saying. Ha ke a take ope bagolo. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. Makadzalo. Makadz is not around now. Ah. Okay, Noms. Oh yeah. Subs' network is better now. Subs. Oh, kora margas. Ano ka diling ketsa no mar. Oh yeah. Makadzalo.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you loud and clear.
Perfect. Yes, I'm actually at the mall right now, running some errands. You said you can hear me, ne?
Yes, ma'am.
Loud and clear.
Mm.
Yes, I think for me, when it comes down to it, I think characters. I mean, even when I met my husband, I think things that I look for when it comes to character is someone. I like men that are very nurturing, very kind. I like men that are soft-spoken, but more than anything, I want a man with a vision. I've actually never dated a man that wasn't successful. Like it's very important for me that you know where you're going in your life, so that I know whether or not that makes sense to me and whether or not I'll fit into that. Otherwise, if it's you don't have a plan for anything that you're doing, I'm not for you, Shem.
Jabana wena Makhadzi wena. You are my favorite person. Kore nje like watsena fela wa betsa wa vai easy fast. And then thank you very much. So because I see like there's a lot of people who are very late here who are like, yo guys, like what are you talking about? Guys, share. Basically, why do you get into relationships? You like your personal reasons, nah? Because I've noticed that like most people are afraid to like die alone, so they like they would rather just like have nje like mong le mong, and then like without genuinely like just looking at the fine print, some get into relationships because of the gram, some are just too desperate, some are just too materialistic. So which is why now in J we have shows like Bo Barakinkan. The Ask a Man here, you find some crazy stories. Horomoto has been married for like 6 years. My remote when it's a narcissist. So now you get to think, what actually, why were you with this person for like the whole 6 years, So some say, no, as in like honeymoon phase, nah, some just wanted kids and jail. So now they're like, okay, so they're like, they're like, let's get married. Some was just, and they're like, me, I just want a family in jail, I don't care with who. So Angelic, we're just looking at that actually. Hore, why do you get into relationships? Nah? Like what is the advice you give to somebody who may be getting as in like modern relationships for the wrong reasons here and there? So since Nomzani, she was like, hey man, Buana, you make me happy, you respect me, the small gestures fede. Cards saying but except bruh, your character, your life plan. No? Yeah. Obviously love, but then but is like beyond love. Hurahalang ko pila ma bruh. Antlalay. Yeah. So we lost a few people actually. Guys, come on, man. It's like requesting little lang len na. Kuniging galen. Such as wagala ish. Such as wagala. God. I might regret this now, but okay. Such as wagala pa. So yeah, Serge, you are challenging somebody here. So like,
Hey,
let's hear your
Leroy.
view.
Oh, sorry, I was offline for a bit, but yeah. Uh, no, my take on this is, people shouldn't, especially marriage. The reason why I was arguing with Irene is because of marriage. She was pointing out that love, you have to marry for love, something like that, or love is there or is not enough, something along those lines. I was saying to her that love comes last. You don't marry for love, you marry for something else. Because in most cases, we don't even understand as human beings what love is. We struggle
Oh.
to interpret what is love for each other. That was what I was trying to tell her, not just that I was trying
Oh.
to argue. Uh-huh.
Oh, so Angie,
So
basically
we
you
struggle
saying
as
like,
human beings today to express ourselves what love is. What love is.
mm,
Bravo. So that's just my
mm.
point. We don't know for sure what love is to the other person or what love is to me. You might think you showing me love, but to me it's not love. That's just what I was trying to get at.
Oh, okay, good. Right, and like now I get you actually. So now okay, as in like says now, Angie, like you alone there. When you get into as in like a mjolo or maybe like you get married, what are the top three things for you?
For me, the person have to align with my vision. Number one, it's about me first. So I look at where I'm going with my life, the things that I need to achieve, and if I see a woman that fits into my vision, and she's going to be a tangible contributor to what I want to achieve, then we can have a journey together. I might not love her, but if she has those quality, yes, let's go together. Later on, that love will come. That's how I process everything. Later on, love will come, and then we'll seal the deal. At least I'm safe, and we see things the same way. Then we'll get to our destination safe. But if I put love first, then hey, this love thing is gonna blind me. I won't follow through with my vision, and I'll just get lost in the way. That's just how I see things.
Yeah, man, actually, you know what? Like, you make a great point there, actually, eh? Like, let's align goals first. Okay, cool. Sharp guy, Sheva. Me and you feel okay, Sharp. Oh my god, Sharp. I mean, love, like Mara. Where are we going with this, actually? Okay, you want this, me, I want this. Okay, so how can you compromise here? Okay, Sharp. Then, we are here now. Actually, yeah, man. Then,
Yeah.
actually, what, like, like, for you to actually get to that point, actually, there is some sort of love there, actually, because I'm like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, no, and then, like, Barking, I'm like, me, I like your vision, actually. So here's mine. So now, like, let's make it work, actually. So for you to actually reach the, as in, like, this stage, there's a pinch of love there, nah?
I'm not sure about that, but we can also ask women around here, like they prefer leaders. So when you go to a woman, they accept us because we have a vision and we lead, not because we love them. I don't know, any woman, they can correct me. Not because we showed them love first, which they fall in love with the way we lead to our vision, the way we guide this thing, the way this thing that we have in our head, the way we're going to execute it. Those are the things that they follow, and they say, "Oh, this is a great leader. I want a family. This is the way we're gonna implement or execute the whole idea." Up later on, then they'll fall in love with, hey, actually, Buti Sage is a good guy. Let me now love him because I'm comfortable with the vision and everything. I love you. Hey, Puti, you can marry me now. Or let's get married. But if we
Okay.
put love first, we'll get lost. We be calling Axemen again. Say, hey, but I was doing this, but I was paying petrol, but I was paying his rent, unnecessary stuff because we put love first.
Okay.
That's just what I was trying to communicate.
And it's also shares, man. And like, you fully understood, actually. So guys, that was his viewpoint, actually. So no attacking, no nothing, guys. Like, that's how he loves. He loves. Oh yeah. That's his love language. So please, cool, sharp. That is what you really guy. Yes, man. Hey, man, nes technique is sort of sure yeah, not all.
Ah, go tla siama, Kgosi, go tla siama. I think I saw Sis Noms raising a hand. I think she wanted to comment or respond to Serge. Let me give her the opportunity to do that.
Okay, then right after her, then it's you because I have to attend to something here quickly. Chap. Sis Nomzia.
Ntate Skhotshudi, thank you. Thank you, Ntate. Wait, I think I'm beginning to think that I was maybe after what I've seen at an early age, I became wired like a man because I did it's like Sage is describing what I did exactly as it is. I had the love of God in my heart. I loved all human beings. But honestly, there was not that drunken love thing, exactly as Serge described it. Like, seeing all the qualities I would have wanted to see in my own father, seeing all the qualities I would have wanted to see on my big brother, seeing the qualities of the men I would have wanted to raise my kids, to lead me as a woman, to always remind me, hey, like the king that shows up, because at the end of the day, there are certain things that would require you to have a king who is very much active in his kingship. Like there are certain things I can't continue doing when I am married, honestly. Like yes, some women must lead. Like I always say, Mina, I don't want to be a leader. That's why I sometimes get frustrated and I tell my husband, hey, I feel like now I'm leading you. No, please come through, because we are born at this one. I don't even want to comment. Deal with it. Don't slack. Don't slack, because I'm a marshmallow. Vele, I was built to be led. Yes, I might put my mouth in everything, but Oksalayo, I appreciate a leader who comes through, who's very active in his kingship. And thank God I tried both, because at some point, I did the drunken love, and Shem did not go well. And thank God it did not go well, because that same person now is divorced with multiple kids. And I'm like, you see the kind of thing that God was protecting me from. This one can't be a leader, because if you're gonna have kids with more than 4 or 5 women, you don't have leadership skills, because you can't lead your zip. You keep having these kids, like you can't lead your zip. So how are you going to lead a home? You can't lead your zip. So like Vele, you can't lead a home, because you need to be in control of your zip. You need to be in control of your money. You have, like, I don't need a man who will control me and make me fear him or anything. But nje, in terms of choosing a husband, that's why you see men will date beautiful women with small waist, women with soft skin. At the end, when he wants to settle, he goes and takes a different type. And you are like, Aibu, is he trying to tell us that he's retiring? No. Reality has hit him. He saw good, now he needs to take a wife, whether I am infatuated with her, or the fact that I love her with the love of God is enough. Whatever and whenever it will, I don't know how it sorts itself out. But just as Sage said, that sometimes, like, I don't know, those who chose wives and husbands with sober minds, I think they are the ones who are going to stick it out for much longer. And the ones who the ones who were infatuated with bodies and other things that did not really matter or make sense, marriage becomes a burden, and marriage becomes something else. It becomes something else, because I saw a lady, I can't mention by name. She's out there leading a man who's confused. Today they are announcing their divorce, tomorrow is a family photo shoot, and I'm like, God Almighty, may I never fall into the hands of such a boy, because this is a boy. I can't be going through, today we are divorcing, tomorrow we are back to he's losing his patience in front of people. I would prefer a man who will always keep me in check. Calm down, leaders are the best, guys. Like that one who will keep saying, yes, this is speed. Hey, men who lead are very good. Are very, they are a need. In fact, pity we don't have much of those men. It's a pity.
Thank you so much, Sis Noms. Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated. And I think, morning everyone. I appreciate the conversations that have been had and the points that have been raised by both Sis Noms and Sedge so far as I joined. And I am inclined to agree, except that my perspective is slightly different, but we are going towards the same direction. It's much easier to love someone who you respect, someone who you agree with in your visions and your goals, someone who is kind, who their character matches what you receive and see as a good person. When a person has all of these qualities it becomes very easy to love this particular person. And that for me was part of the proof that convinced me that love is not the basis for marriage. Um, uh, we are doing life together, and love is the thing that binds everything together. But other things go ahead of it. And let's not confuse love with attraction and beauty and whatever else that the eye sees and likes. Those are the things that attracts you, give you interest to begin to have a conversation with a person. And when now you're having these conversations, hence we always say in this life, it's very important when you're dating to have conversations, to figure out who is this person, the character, can they lead, what do they stand for, and things like that. In that is when now you become free to love, because like Sis Noms has put it, every one of us has the capacity to love something or someone. So that is not the question of whether we have it or not. However, that love becomes pretty much safe in the hands of someone who meets the criterias that you have set for yourself and aligns for how you want to lead your life, and ultimately someone who you want to then do life together with them, which is raising a family, acquiring things and living a purposeful life. So when all of these things are on the table, it is pretty much easy to then, build the emotional aspect of things. And the emotional aspect of things actually gets amplified. It gets, that's where we're saying it grows. This affection grows. When you see this person, you begin to be like, man, I made a good choice here, and I will make it over and over again. I think we need to not only perceive a relationship based on feelings, but particularly so, what becomes important and what will keep you there when the feelings begin to teka. Because feelings are not reliable. And I've said it multiple times that the heart in itself is not a reliable organ. So don't go about living your life based on your feelings and your heart, because other things will not agree per se with what you're feeling is about. So that becomes important, as what Sis Noms was speaking about, to say when a man has to lead, or any leader for that matter, it could be a man or a woman, when you lead, oftentimes emotions are not involved. Yes, you will need to have empathy. Yes, you will have to have sympathy and things like that to address certain things. But us choosing to build a business, us choosing to build a family, this organization and this unit that we are in is not based on emotions and feelings, but much more on what is the bigger picture, what is the vision, what are we working towards, and what we work towards, will it make me happy? That's where emotions now come in. That is where now you begin to like what you're seeing, to begin to enjoy your life, because it is based on solid decisions, and some decisions don't need emotions. I'll stop there for now. Thanks, leader. Welcome back.
Mary, and you usually wrapped it up very, very well, because very often, as in like now, actually now, a lot of people, they get into relationships just because of the social pressure, or a LeeRoy and he's smiling there, baby, so it's as like but so now, like they end up settling for nje mungulu fella who actually just comes through, and then like they just want to take pictures nje. So now like they forget, but dude, you are choosing a life partner here, Oh yeah, actually, you know what? Actually, as in like, look at what happened yesterday. More Facebook actually, as in like Facebook. Like okay, Facebook with Instagram, they were down actually. So what if now, like, they were down as in like forever? You can't post the hey love lives here now. So now like what is your actual reason for you are married to this person? So now you get to see happily as in like the behavior ya motho gore ya social case wait now. As in like what can happily knows actually today, guys. You like that actually traumatized me a bit, nah. So Ananza, she's been married to as in like this guy. Oh no, actually like they've been together for like 6 years. Sharp. They are married now, Barikanadi Lobola vibes. Literally last week Friday, guys, this guy didn't go to pick up his as a child from school because he wanted to go have fun with his colleagues. Haboa, like he said, no, you don't like seeing me being happy with my colleagues. And I'm like, dude, this is your child. What the hell, bruh? So Nonza, she begazelled that for 6 years. So that's how we came to like this conversation. So as in like were you there because Nje, you didn't want to be seen as lefetwa, you know? Gore wena, gore hehe wena, you are 40, you don't have a husband, you don't have a child, but then now as like like your partner, he's just being another thing. He's gaslighting you, he's a narcissist, Marinji, because when you want to post, oh my god, like love lives here with my family. Guys, like ish. Let's have values, guys. You know, like let's sharp, yeah, sharp. Yeah, love is there, but then now, like, we are human after all. So we change, we evolve. So let's look at like learn to read the fine print, guys. Yeah, Fede, the contract is amazing, it's great, but the fine print, Aaron, he's not responsible, he's narcissistic, his behavior is like this and that, this and that. So now, are you like willing to stay for that? Just to be seen, Horwena, when you have a husband, you have this or that. Anyway, those are my closing remarks, guys. Let's be more careful. Quality over quantity. Let's be logical with this. Some belief though. Casey, you can close it up there quickly, my lead.
Thank you. I just wanted to add that, and there's nothing wrong with desiring things as human beings. We want to belong, we want to be loved, we want to be either someone, or we want someone to be our people. That is fine, but I think we are not much honest with each other, or with ourselves rather, to the point, Tiger, that some people would not even date themselves if that was the case.
Yes.
It's that thing, Hore. Be honest, be frank about what you want in life, and don't now feel, because if you say to yourself that, nah, I'm a person who, I can't deal with being lonely, I can't deal with being by myself, I want to be with people or a person and constantly be there, that is okay. You have made an assessment of yourself. Now, how do you first execute in terms of making sure that you don't pick any Tom, Dick, and Harry? How do you make sure that you protect your vulnerability, where now you could be welcoming everyone and anyone and they could hurt you? So we need to then strategize around the very needs we say we have. Yes, you want to have love lives here. You want to post and all of these things and whatnot. That is all great. Are they more important to you than your safety, how many heartbreaks you can take, your sanity, and all of that? Do you do that assessment to then say, Kore, I want to live with someone. I don't want to live alone. I don't think human beings are meant to live alone. So if that is a need and that is what you have identified and you are content in it, it is okay. But do your due diligence when it comes to now looking for partners or accepting people. And unfortunately, from the aspect of females, although things are a little bit different in our day and age, but oftentimes you are the one who's being pursued, and you don't pursue men. So yes, it's almost a level of a disadvantage depending on how you look at it, because now you will wait for people to approach you. However, it is equally important to make sure that you then evaluate nicely the people who then approach you and what is it that attracts them to you, because now that's what you are in control of. Some people show certain things and they begin to be surprised when they attract people of a certain caliber. No, it's purely because of what you're putting out. So evaluate as a woman, what am I putting out that attracts certain people? Yes, you can be yourself. Oh, yes, you have all the rights to do whatever that you do. But equally so, how you portray yourself is what determines what people get attracted to you for. So, and I think that's where most people will fail. How you carry yourself as a guy is how a woman will then perceive you. So that is very important, and that's why guys, to a certain extent, put effort in how they are seen. Not necessarily who they are, but how they are seen, because that becomes very important. Because we understand that as a man, you're not just alone. There's competition. It's not only you who is pursuing this woman. So you want to make sure that the presentation is great. But women don't do that for themselves, where they say, well, let me correct myself. Not that they don't do it. Some don't do it effectively or intentionally, where they assess, what am I putting out and what is it attracting? I'll stop there for now, sir. Thank you kindly.
No, you put it well actually, or basically like just evaluate yourself, nyana molele mole. Like be the okay sharp, and as in barking can the Sundays come a 4:15, it gets so lonely that who you are gonna fall for who, as in and as in a mulama who's gonna say, hey stranger, then you go like, oh my god, finally. No, learn to look at those things, values first. But then hey guys, and like that's how we we're gonna close it up right now. As and today we started off as like very bad, and that kind of as like messed up my mood. So I'm not really sure, like, should we put this up tomorrow, fam? Because hey, and like these tapes are like very dizzy today. Yeah.
I was not there for Ask a Man session and how it started. So yeah, maybe we can, if Talk to Me Ntwana was good, maybe we can just post Talk to Me Ntwana.
Yeah, actually, that actually. So we can just keep the Ask a Man part, and then like just as in I just as in do this. But then, guys, and like just a reminder, please, guys, please, please go to the page, working like there's a link there, there's a YouTube link there. So please, like, isn't like just go to YouTube there, like the page, and then like subscribe and that, because soon we are gonna be making this like a studio thing. So where we're gonna have like more of like a new but again like thing there. So now we are trying to get you guys to actually like just come the to the YouTube like parking side of this. So please guys, re 34 nyana mo. So no, I just go to the page, go to the link, just like and subscribe. Nandi Pass here, hi baby. Anyway, yeah, like please, fam, please, and thank you. And hopefully the network will be okay happy tomorrow because KZ can't make it tomorrow. So you might see this face again. So as in I just get used to it now already because hey, bona, I need now. But anyway, thank you very much, guys, and remember to catch yesterday's recap, more YouTube actually. 1 p.m. actually is like no. It's like now 1 p.m. So yesterday's session, like that was actually fire actually. So KG headed down there. So please go check it out. And we love you, and we'll see you tomorrow again. And hopefully rain will be now proper tomorrow. And thank you very much, guys. This is Leroy. I love you guys. Bye bye.